Hey, what's going on, guys? Coach Horton here with IBA International Basketball Academy. This is quarantine week number 8. Quarantine week number 8. If this is you guys been going along with us, hopefully you guys been staying along with us and staying in shape. But if this is your first week, we love to have you guys and follow along with our workouts. We're just providing at-home workouts for you guys to stay active, stay engaged, stay moving. So each week we're giving you guys different movement and different actives we're doing with ball, fundamental footwork, and fundamental development for basketball. So each week, again, guys, we're offering different workouts, and we love for you guys to follow along. We'll always offer an advanced move as well as an intermediate and a beginner move. So don't be alarmed or don't feel frustrated if you can't keep up with some of the moves. So we'll do each of the moves that we do and each of the footwork that we do on all 3 levels, and you pick which level you're best at. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right to it. Again, make sure you guys, if you're following along, make sure you have some water. Our equipment for today that we're using our basketball, and we're using a jump rope. So if you have a jump rope, feel free to use that. If you don't, you can still follow along without a jump rope and just do your footwork with the work. So let's go ahead and get to it. As we guys know, today we always like to get stretched and get loose before we get moving. So go ahead and grab your jump rope if you have it. I just got a standard jump rope. If you do whatever jump rope you have is fine. If you don't have jump rope, I'll show the movement without a jump rope first, and then we'll get into the movement with a jump rope. So the movement without the jump rope, we're just going 1, 2. We're just tapping our feet. All right, you're gonna use your arms and get your arms going too, the side so you can see from the side. We're just going up and down with the jump rope. All right, totally for my beginners. So for my young ballers, my 4-year-olds, my 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, go ahead and do this exercise without the jump rope, just popping up and down. We're just trying to warm up our legs before, if you can, go ahead and get the jump rope out. We're going to follow along. So we're just going to warm up our arms and our legs with our jump rope and get going. Notice I'm not jumping very, very high. Just trying to get that jump rope right over my legs. Gotta jump a little higher, gotta go a little slower, that's totally okay. You mess up, that's totally okay too. So I'm gonna go a little bit slower for my beginners. My advanced guys, go ahead, and girls, go ahead and continue to go faster if you want to, and mix it up. So that's our just beginning jump rope. We're gonna also add in our 1-foot jump rope. So 1 foot, same concept for my beginners. All you're doing is popping off that one leg. All right, and then when I say switch, you're switching over to the other leg. All right, but with the jump rope, we're going 2 feet. Getting that one leg up in the air. Popping that one leg. Working on our mobility. Working on getting loose. Switch it over. Just getting warmed up. Good job. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, switch. 7, 6, 5, switch. 4, 3, 2, switch. 1. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. Let's go. All right, put your jump rope down. Actually, if you have a jump rope, we're going to actually stretch with it. If you don't have a jump rope, all you're going to do is bend down, stretch over, and touch your knees. But if you have it, we're going to use this as a weapon to equipment to stretch. So we're going to go back and then straight forward. Lean. Notice when I'm leaning, I'll turn to the side in a second. I'm trying to keep my hips tight and locked, not bending my knees. Show you back. I'll show you from the side. Lift back. Again, if you don't have a jump rope, just use the same movement without a jump rope. And then we're going straight down. Lock those knees out. Come straight down. You can go all the way to the ground. It's totally fine. We're going to open up our hips. Get nice and loose. We're going to go to the side. See the motion to the side. 2 feet together. Side. Keeping that jump rope nice and straight. Twisting and turning all the way as deep as you can go. Back to the middle. All the way over. Stretching out those legs. Lifting up that back. Should be really nice stretch in your back. One more time to the back. We're going to bring those arms all the way through now. All the way to the front. All the way back. One more time. All the way to the front. Good job. All right, now we're going to take our jump rope. We're going to fold it. So we just took our jump rope, folded it over. Now we're making it nice and tight. With our jump rope here, we're going to work on trying to get our knees stretched. So we call it over the hurdle. So when you use this, kind of like putting a hurdle down. If you want to just use your motion, it's fine. The motion, the non-advanced motion, is just we're lifting our leg from the back to the front over the hurdle. Again, this way, back over the hurdle. Put your leg back over the hurdle. To the side again, back over. Notice I'm lifting. I'm not trying to bring my leg down. I'm trying to bring my toes all the way up and over. The advanced move is straight here, back here, lift up, over, lift up, back. I almost knocked myself over. We're gonna go 2 right, 2 left. Again, up, over, back, over. Well, why are you doing this, coach? I'm working on really opening up our hips. Up, over, back, over. We're opening up our hips. So in basketball, as we know, everything is hips. Everything is movement, mobility. For a lot of you players who are tight and you have not great mobility, 9 times out of 10, your hips are not loose. So the looser your hips are, the more mobility you have in your hips, the more functional you are in basketball. So it's also injury resistance. So in basketball, oftentimes the 2 biggest injuries in basketball are our knees and our ankles. We don't have weak knees or weak ankles. There's no muscle in your weak knees or your ankles, but in your hips is your strength. So if I have weak hips, I'm not mobile in my hips, when I have a motion or movement like a crossover, my hips go, then my knees, then my ankles. Well, how do you know all this stuff, coach? Because I had a knee injury years ago. So in doing rehab and learning, these are some of the exercises that I've learned over the years to help players get more mobile, get more active, and have less injuries. So again, any kind of exercise you're doing with your hips is going to help. So let's go ahead and move on. The next one, which we've done time and time again, Frankenstein. So we're kicking opposite hand, opposite leg. Frankenstein. It's opposite hand, opposite leg. Try to kick that leg up as high as you can. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Nice warm day outside, humid here in Georgia. Wherever you're at, you're following along with us. I already got a sweat going on. Hopefully you got a nice little sweat going on. We're getting warmed up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, last one we're gonna do. We're going 2 feet. We're on 2 feet series. So we're going 2 feet forward and back, 2 feet side to side, and then we're splitting 2 feet. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, so again, we're gonna go ahead and start 2 feet together. So we call these bunny hops. We're going back and forth. Just warming up our legs again. 2 feet, 2 feet. Hopping on our toes. You notice here, I'm not flat-footed, I'm on my toes. Pop, pop. All right, let's switch it over. Let's go, what was the other one I said? Totally forgot. We're going side to sides. Side to sides. There it is. Hips, again, everything is hips. So open up those hips or side. We call these speed skaters, like we're skating or snowing. One side to side. Skaters. Ski skaters, like you're going skiing on the slopes. All right, last one, scissors. We call these one scissors because we're splitting like a scissors. Back and forth. Pumping those arms, driving those arms right up to the ceiling. Again, from the side. There's no advanced moves, so everybody can follow along with this. If you want to go side to side with it, that's totally okay. I'm just moving back and forth. Good job. Yes, sir. Warm-up is done. All right, so if you guys got water, go ahead and grab your water. I got some Gatorade. We're gonna actually use our water, our Gatorade, in this first exercise to get loose with our ball handling. So as we know, we've got a lot of ball handling work in. So we're gonna continue to work on our ball handling. We're gonna do a little passing today. Last week, I'm at a wall, so I got a wall here. So we're gonna use our wall as a way to work on our passing. But if you don't have a wall, hopefully you have a partner you can pass to and focus on that passing. So first one we're gonna do before we get into passing is work on ball handling. We're going around the Gatorade bottle. So you can see my Gatorade bottle. All I've done is placed it right down the middle, and we're gonna go right around that Gatorade bottle. We're gonna go clockwise around the clock, and then we're gonna go counterclockwise. So we're going right hand in our basketball stance, nice and low, right around. Ready? Go. Good. Remember we talked about H&E, head up and eyes up. Try to keep that head up and those eyes up the whole time. Fingertips all the way around that cone. If you got a cone, that's fine, but I'm using my Gatorade bottle. All right, let's go counterclockwise around the other way. Good, I'm sitting my butt down. If you got to get a little closer to sit, that's fine. Around that cone, around that bottle. Notice I'm gonna go to the side as well. Scoot it up here just so you can see how I'm moving. My back is straight, my butt's down. I'm going all the way around that cone. Trying to keep nice and low as possible. All right, let's switch over. Switch over. These are just our warm-up, our ball handling warm-ups. Left hand, same thing, clockwise. Remember with this other hand we talked about this weeks ago, our guide hand, our defense hand, to ward off, to protect. Putting that one right here front. Going right around that cone, clockwise. Counterclockwise, to go the other way now. For my beginners, if you're having trouble with this, we're just gonna go back and forth. So try going back and forth. 1, 2, back and forth. For my beginners, if you're having trouble, try to go back and forth. And then if all else fails, we're just gonna pound. So if you can't do that, still struggling, we're just gonna work on our pound for my beginners. All right? Getting reps, get as many of those reps in you can. The more the merrier. Time, put yourself a minute on the clock. We're gonna do this real quick as a competition. Put 30 seconds on the clock. Let me get my watch out. We're gonna go 30 seconds as hard as we possibly can. And then we're moving on to our next drill. So 30 seconds to see how many we can do. See if you can beat coach. Time yourself, see how many you can do. Ready, set, go, clockwise. 1, 2, 30 seconds only. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, try to keep that head up. 8, 9, 10, almost there, 10 seconds left. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, time. Woo-wee. 17, let's see if you can beat that. This is where the real test is. We'll see which one we're stronger. We're gonna do same thing clockwise, left hand. See if I can get 18 or 17 with my left hand. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 1. See which one hand is better. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep that head up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, shoot, 18. Yes, sir. So for me, I beat that by 1. My stronger hand is my left, surprisingly, but I'm right-handed. So you got to figure out which one's your best and continue to work on it. So I did 18 and I stumbled. So I probably could have got 19, 20 if I didn't stumble and drop the bottle. Next over, good job, guys. Next over, we're popping our fingers up. Pop in here, tap, 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 fast we can go. You notice here, I'm popping that ball with my fingertips. Popping that ball up with my fingertips, working on strengthening my fingertips. Everything in basketball is our fingertips. We're gonna switch over, other hand. Yep, right here on fingertips. If you guys got to get water, go ahead and grab water. Don't take a break whenever you need to, because I'm going to do the same thing. I'm working just like you guys are working. So feel free to get water, grab water whenever you need it. All right, next we're going to go side to sides. Fast you can go. For my beginners and my advanced guys, we should be able to do this a little bit faster, because this is every week we've done this. We're going up high. We call this follow the coach, follow the leader, whatever coach is doing. Coming down. Nice and low. Tapping on our fingers. Let's go high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. Good job. All right, next thing we're gonna do, toss. We're gonna keep the water bottle there. We're gonna go right leg. Going around that leg, feet together, then switch. So we're going. I'll demonstrate it first. We're going round, feet together, lunge, feet together, lunge, feet together, lunge, feet together, lunge, feet together, lunge. Speed it up. Let's go ahead and jump in. Working on just getting that ball through. So when I was young, I couldn't get a between the leg crossover for the life of me for, I don't know, probably a year. And I just practiced trying to get that ball through my legs and felt comfortable getting the ball through my legs. So this is one of the beginning things of doing after we've got our crossovers down packed. Now we're gonna add in a between the leg cross. So again, working on this, getting that ball nice and through. So now we're gonna add in between the legs and then around the back. So we're gonna go between, feet together, around, split, feet together, around, split, feet together, around, split, feet together, go slow, around, split, between the legs, around the body, split, around, split, feet together, around the body, split, around the leg, again, around the body, split, around the leg, feet together. All right, let's see if we can try that. 30 seconds, see how many we can do. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with the round first. Ready, go. Feet together, around, split, feet together, split, feet together, split, around, split, around, split, around, split, around, split. Speed it up. Advanced guys, see if you can speed it up. Try to bend your legs, not lunge forward. Back straight, butt down. 10 more seconds. Yes, sir. Good job, guys. See how many we can do. 5, 3, 2, 1. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. Getting that work in, having fun. At the end of the day, I'm gonna grab a sip. I need a sip. You gotta continue to work. It's totally fine. Again, name of the game is having fun and competing and get yourself. Or if you have some brothers and sisters who are there with you, whoever, compete against them. Make it fun. Add in your own sauce and competition to it. So you want to add a little twist, it's totally fine. All we're doing is working on getting better. All right, next thing we're gonna do, working on pound cross. Actually, let's go ahead and go to our passing. So we're gonna work on our passing right now. I'm gonna turn this over here just so you guys can see over here. Good. Move that chair. So what I have right here is a wall. It's gonna bounce right back to me. All right. So when we talk about passing, we're gonna talk about passing against a wall if you have it. All right. A couple things from last week. You guys noticed if you watched the video, we had a junior NBA as well as a USA basketball video where we talked about passing with Coach Calipari from the Kentucky Wildcats, national champions, major pros come out of there every year. And he was breaking down the fundamentals of passing with Klay Thomas and I can't remember the other guy who was on there, but very, very basic. There's no secret sauce to good passing other than the basic fundamentals. So with passing, we want to make sure we flick our wrists just like we do when we shoot, but we want to point those thumbs down. You gotta go ahead and come close. So you notice here my thumbs are pointed down. I'm locked out, completely locked out with my arms. and I'm flicking my wrist. So when I make a good pass, I want to, coach call it pop or flick the ball. So zip, call it zipping the ball. So the more zip you have, the more pop you have, the quicker it gets to its destination. And we know in basketball, the ball can move faster than people can move. So if we can move, get good people, ball movement, offensively, we have a great opportunity to score a bucket. All right, so when we pass the ball, we want to zip that ball and flick our wrist pointed down. So all we're gonna do is, for right now, we're gonna go 2 feet here, zip, pass, bring it right back. We're gonna, again, pass that ball, catch it right back to us, pointing our wrist down. Again, snap, catch it right back. Trying to snap that ball right back to us. Again, nice and low. Good, 2 more. Good, last one. All right, again, pointing those wrists down, pretty simple. Pointing the wrist down, popping that ball, flicking our wrist. All right, now we're gonna do a step. We're gonna step with our pass, 2 feet here. We're gonna step with our right leg, pass. Again, bring our right leg back. Step with our right leg, pass, bring it back. Let me step back so you can see the whole motion. Step, lunge out like we just worked on, lunges, pass, zip that ball, point our wrist and our thumbs pointed down. All right, so we're gonna go step right, pass, bring the legs back, step left, pass, bring the ball back. Step right, pass, bring the ball back, step left, pass. All right, we're gonna do a total of 10 of those. Ready, go. 1, 2, good job. Point those wrists down. Put some power on the ball. Zip that ball back to you. What's that? 5, 6, 7, 8. More power the better. 9. All right, 10. You notice that last one, I really came from my hips and tried to flick it. So I want to zip that ball and flick that ball as hard as I can. I want to imagine trying to get to a player. Next one we're going to do for now is an overhead pass. Well, what's an overhead pass? Literally that, coming right over the overhead pass. What's the purpose of an overhead pass? All right, if a defender is coming close to you and his hands are low, so if I'm guarding and my hands are here and I'm back down, I can overhead pass right over the top of you. Or if I'm coming down off the dribble and I see a guy farther along, maybe 20 feet, and I want to flick it to him, totally fine. Or if I'm out of bounds, it's out of bounds play, over here, overhead pass, or overhead to get some validity and some whip on the ball, some power on the ball, what validity means. For my baby ballers, you might not know what that means, but just getting some power on that ball, zipping that ball as far as you can. So next we're gonna work on overhead pass, and then we're gonna add a bounce pass. Give me 1 second to make an adjustment. All right, so overhead pass, we're zipping that ball, we're flicking it. It's gonna bounce back to me because my roof is right here. So again, tossing it here, 2 feet, bringing that ball nice and tight down. Right here, zipping it, bringing it right nice and down. We're still pointing our wrists and flicking our thumbs down. So nothing's changed with our motion on our passing. Still, as you notice, I'm passing it, I'm still pointing my wrist down, still flicking my wrist, I'm still popping. All right, so next thing we're gonna do, let's see if we can get stepping with it. Exact same concept, we're gonna step, pass, bring it back down. Switch your feet, left, right, good, left, we're going to total 10 of them. Right, 6, 5, 4, 3, point my wrist down. 2, last one. 1, good job, good job, good job. Ooh, get a sip real quick. Need one more quick sip. Good work, guys. Hope you guys are having fun. Today's workout isn't about overly strenuous, but it's about fundamentals, about technique. All right, so next one we're gonna work on is the bounce pass. Same thing, bounce pass is to bounce that ball either 2 feet, 2 hands, 1 hand, or both hands to get that ball to bounce back up and pop back up to that person. Still bounce pass from our chest, bouncing it, getting right back up to come back to us or to come to our defender. So same concept, we're still from our chest, working on that chest pass from our chest as we did the first one, but all we're doing is now bouncing it. How far are you going to ask? How far does it need to get? It needs to get about 80% of the way, 70 to 80% of the way from me to the destination. So I don't want to bounce that ball right here and try to bounce it here. All right, I want to bounce a little bit further out. All right, so it pops and bounces right back up to that person. About, again, 70, 80% of the way. So all we're doing here is from here, 2 legs flat, we're bouncing that ball, trying to get it to bounce right back up to us. Again, popping our wrists, following through, pointing down, thumb pointing down, popping that ball right back to you. Uh-oh. We're still good. We're still good. All right. Phone dropped, but we're still in the house. All right, couple more. Bounce pass. Good. All right, so let's go ahead and do step with it. So step right, step left. Let's go total 10. Bounce pass step. 1, switch. 2, 3. Good. 4. Good job, guys. 5, 6. Point those wrists. 7. Flick our wrists. 8, 9. Last one. Yes, sir. That's all our passing series is, guys. Working on just fundamentally, working on our passing, getting our passing, popping that wrist, flicking, pointing down. So again, everything in passing, right back. Everything in passing is focused on, just like shooting, popping our wrist when we shoot, we pop our wrist, we fall through. Just when our passing, we flick our wrist, we point down. Same concept. All right, so almost about time up. I know y'all sad, but we're gonna keep it moving. We got about another 5 to 7 minutes of work. Now we're gonna put in some real work. We're gonna mix it up a little bit. Add in what we call side step and a dribble step, or I'm sorry, a side step, all right, and a side cross step, all right. So a couple things, when we dribble, all right, we've worked on stationary dribbling, where we're dribbling forward and then we're coming back. So now we're gonna work on side to side movements, all right, or lateral movements. All right, side to side. All right, as we know in basketball, if we can, the guys guarding us, if we can get to the side, all right, we have an advantage to now go from east to west, then north to south. Sometimes we can't always go north and south, or in basketball it's called going downhill. So towards our basket is called going downhill. So sometimes we got to get to the side, then to push forward, all right? So as we've worked on this, again, we've worked on crossing over and then exploding forward. But we're gonna move our toes and move our feet, all right, to the side, all right? So from here, we're gonna side step, boom, then we're exploding forward, all right? Again, let me see it again. Side, 1, 2, push. Good. One more time. Side, then push. So we're working on our dribbling. It's almost a hesitation step, but not exactly. Not almost just kind of going to the side, pushing to the side, then explode forward. But making sure we're staying low. So from here, we're going side, boom, 1, 2, bring it back, side, 1, 2. We're bringing that ball to the side. We're shifting to the side, 1, 2. Again, put it all together now. Kind of hesitated with it, but I'm gonna put it all together. So now we're going here. Push, bring it back. Side, push, bring it back. Side, push, bring it back. Last one, side, push, bring it back. Left to right, now we went right to left, now we're going left to right. Now from here, we're going same way, push. We can either bring that toe back, because eventually we're adding the hesitation, so it really sells the hesitation, or we can just go right here and then push forward. So the options are here, explode, push, or for my beginners, you can dribble that ball to the side, 1, 2, then step forward. It's totally fine. You can notice in step 1 pushing my leg back, and lunging one side. So now let's go 5 to the left to right, push, move forward. That's 1. Good job. Side, push. Notice I'm still staying low. I want to sell my motion on staying low. Side, push. Good. Side, push. I'll do this last 2 for my beginners. Side, push. Last 1. Side, push. Good. All right, now we're gonna add together. We're gonna go side to side reps. We're gonna put 30 seconds on the clock. Reset my clock real quick. Put my timer on. Stopwatch for 30 seconds. And all we're gonna go is side here. Pound, 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 pound. If you mess up, that's fine. Side step. Side step. If you mess up, that's fine. Pound cross, pound cross, pound cross. All right. That's the drill. We're gonna go 15 seconds because we got some other work we gotta do. Fast you can go, as hard as you can go. 15 seconds. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 more seconds. 12, 13, 14. Oh, I messed up. 15. Woo! Mess up. That's totally fine. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. As we get better, we make mistakes. We learn through the mistakes. So do not be afraid to make mistakes. We preach at IBA all day. You got to make mistakes. You got to learn. So if you're not learning, if you're not making mistakes, you're not learning. You're not going as hard as you can. So as hard as you can, that crossover going to go. That ball bounces off. Run and get it. Come back. Don't get frustrated. That's a way of knowing that you're improving. You're getting better. You're learning through the mistakes. So do not. I tell players all the time, you guys want to go all the times real soft because this is comfortable. You got to learn to be uncomfortable, being comfortable, being uncomfortable. Again, being comfortable, being uncomfortable. But what does that mean? Exactly, it means whatever the drill, not just basketball, but in life, whatever you're trying to do, you got to be comfortable going through the grit, the muck and the mire, the hard times, the challenging times, the progress to get where you're trying to go. So if it's my baby balls, if you're just trying to learn for the first time how to dribble the ball, mom and dad is teaching you and you're frustrated because you're not getting it and they're challenging you to go harder or to flick your wrist or to fall through, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, embrace that. For my middle school ballers, if you didn't make the team last year, you got this whole quarantine time to get better, use this time to work on your game so you can make the team next year when we come back on the other side of things. For my varsity, for my high school guys, if you were on JV last year trying to make varsity, if you are on a freshman team trying to make JV, or if you're coming in trying to make varsity, whatever levels you're at, embrace the process. Whatever the coach asks you to do, as long as it's not unethical, go hard and do it. Coaches, 9 times out of 10, I've coached on every level that there is, except for a couple, but for the most part, I've trained every single level of player that there is, from young ballers all the way up to NBA guys. And coaches love to see guys going hard. I'll take a player all day who's going hard, giving their best effort, than a guy who is really talented and doesn't work hard. So that hard work will always show up. So always, always, always go hard. All right? So last thing we're going to do before we get out of here, all right, we're going to step cross. We're going to take out the pound. So all we're going to do is here, cross, 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 cross. Again, it's all a setup. Because the counter to that is cross, explode. All right? Or, for my advanced guys, it's cross, explode between the legs. All right? Or it's cross, behind the back. Uh-oh, messed up. Again, or it's cross, step, cross, explode. All right? So whatever that is, I'm just giving you guys the fundamental basic, and then we'll add layers. So again, this cross step seems very basic. For my basic guys, you guys are still maybe challenging with it, but it's all set up. So again, your advanced, if you want to do steps at time, is cross, step, 1, cross, step. Messing up, totally fine. Cross, step, cross, pound, step, cross, pound, step, cross, pound, step, cross, pound. All right, both directions, both ways. All right, so doing your steps on that. Again, guys, have fun with it. Last thing we're gonna do before we get out of here, this is a workout. This is the last part of it. It's a workout that I do, we call the ladder. All right, so at the beginning of my workout, sometimes in the middle or at the end of our workouts, I may mix it up with my players just to kind of get some conditioning, some work ethic in. So this is called our ladder. You can start at whatever level. So if it's a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, all the way to 10. And if you get to 10, pro level. My 5 ladders, what I call middle of the road. And then if you start going 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 8 is advanced, and then 10 and above is pro level. So pick your choose what you think you can do and do how many. So the exercise is, it's like a burpee. So we're jumping up, coming right down, pop in and out, pop right back up. That's 1. But the latter part is we're going to advance. So now we're going to go 2. So jump up, 1. Actually, I'm sorry. Reset that. I messed up. So jump up, out, do your push up. That's 1. Now we're going 2 push-ups. 1, 2, pop up. All right, and then advance 3, 4, 5, all the way to 10. You also can add the burpee part, the kick out, so we can jump up, pop out, 1, 2, then 2 push-ups, then pop up. Add the little layers. So again, I'll show it one more time from the side just so you see it. It's called our burpee challenge push-ups. All right, or our ladder. So we're jumping up. Make sure I'm not kicking a chair. Jump up, pop out, 1, push up. 1, 2, go 3. I think that was only 2, I messed up. Let's go 4. 1, 2, 4. All right. Woo. Getting that work in. Woo. All right, so challenges, getting that in. Go as hard as you can, as fast as you can on that burpee ladders. But have fun, guys. Quarantine again. We're making the best out of it. Hopefully you're having fun. Hopefully you're learning. Hopefully you're following us on IG, IBA all day, hashtag IBA all day. I_B_Academy, our social media handles. Our hashtag is IB all day. So IB all day. So IBA all day. And then follow along. We'll have some stuff coming up soon. Oh, shout out to our online sessions coming out real soon. So our online summer sessions are coming. We'll have some really cool online summer sessions where you guys can plug in to our online camp platform. Let me catch my breath. Jeez. Our online camp platform where you guys can follow workouts with us, and we'll have some other coaches on there. You won't be tired of just seeing me. We'll have some other great coaches on there doing workouts, and you'll be able to follow along with us in our camp model. So again, guys, have fun, keep moving, be safe, social distance, all that jazz. All right, until next time, God bless.